Hi, this is Diana with Before You Stamp, and I can't believe that my husband and I celebrated our 13th anniversary on the 4th of July, and I have not made a wedding album. So, as patriotic as we are and like to celebrate, I'm going to make and share with you an explosion box, and I don't have one made because I'm just going to make one with you. And it's going to be a red, white, and blue explosion box, and I'm going to share some of the things in making it with you. So on the last video, and I'll remind you which one it is, if you leave a comment on the last one showing the finished product, post a comment and be a subscriber, and you will win. You'll be put in a drawing to win some of the stuff that I used. I'll be sharing what I can share with you, the stuff to make the explosion box, plus a $5 gift card to Starbucks, just for celebrating my anniversary. I know today is Thursday, July 7th. I'm using the 12 by 12 K & Company, turn this around, K & Company Americana paper, and if you can see the pages, so it looks like a dressing plate for quilting. I never could get this down when I quilted. Here's some other papers. I'm not sure which ones I will be using in the explosion box, but I have it, the 12 by 12, just in case. So here are the pages, and this is what I will be using. To make the shipping easier for me, I will be sending some samples of paper of things that I use to make my explosion box. And I don't think the 12 by 12 sheets will be included in that because I need to watch, this one's real shiny, watch the postage on that. The K & Company 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 mats. Oh yeah, these are 3 sheets. There's that one. I think I skipped it. Some of these are double-sided. Oh, we have a flock. This one has the red with the blue splash, red with the blue splash, nothing with the blue splash. Dud in here. So here are some of the papers. I don't know what they thought with yellow, but we'll be using yellow in this. We are Memory Keeper 6x6 paper pad, and this is the Yankee Doodles, and I've used this a couple of this way. So these are one-sided, and these are some of the papers here. Again, I won't be using all of them, but you will get a couple. I'll be sharing with you a couple of the pages that I have left over with you, and then you can just make up what you don't get with regular cardstock. I also have the K & Company Americana tag pad, and this comes with 24 sheets, so there's 12 designs. So I'm going to share one of each of these tags as well. These are tags you can put in your explosion box within the pockets. So these are the little ones. So you will be getting one each of those. I will share that. Noteworthy. Bow Bunny Noteworthy. Can't read upside down. So you'll get a couple of these to use. This K & Company Americana, and you'll be getting a few. I'll be sharing a few of these with you. What I'm going to be using but not sharing because there's not enough is I also picked up the Bow Bunny brads. I'll be using that on my explosion box. Also picked up the K & Company Americana chip box. Here, I will not be sharing this with you, but those are the items that I'll be using. Coin envelopes, you'll need 4 of those, and these I picked up at Office Supply. I don't remember the cost of these, so you'll be needing that. I'm using the Stampin' Up! Whisper white envelopes with the open end. These are the policy open end. These are like 20 for I believe it's about $8. So these are the Stampin' Up! Open end, and these measure 3.5 by 6 3/4. These measure 3. Get my note here because I haven't had my coffee yet. 3.5 by 2 1/4. So if you can get Stampin' Up! Whisper White open end for about 20 for $8, you'll need 4 of those. You'll need 4 of the coin. You know, if you can't get Stampin' Up!, you can use the regular envelopes. Now, these are 3 5/8 by 6 1/2. This is the flat end. You can get these at Walmart, and they are a box of 80 for $1.67. Or if you have a 99-cent store, 100 for 99 cents. So if you can't get Stampin' Up!, which is what I'll be using on mine, but I'll also show you how to use the regular envelopes. So you'll need 4 of the regular envelopes, and then you'll need the size number 10, and not a lot of people can get the open end policy envelopes, which are just like the Stampin' Up! Envelopes with the open end, but they're longer. These at Walmart are 40 for $1.57 or 40 for 99 cents at your 99-cent store. And this one also has the flat end. And you will need, if you can't get the open end, you'll need 8 of these. So for most of you, you'll need 8 of the regular number 10, 4 1/8 by 9 1/2. Then you're going to need 4 of the regular size envelopes, 3 5/8 by 6 1/2. And then you'll need 4 of the coin envelopes, which are 3 1/2 by 2 1/4. Now, I will be selling kits. They will have 4 of the size 10. I'll put that down later if you want to purchase the kits and not have to go out and buy 100 of them. In my kit, you'll get 4 of the number size 10 flat self-sticking envelope. You'll get 4 of the open end, because I did order some of those. So you'll get 4 of the regular, 4 of the open end policy envelopes number size 10. You'll get 4 large coin envelopes, not these, and the large coin envelopes are 4 1/4 by 2 1/2, and then you'll get 4 of the coin. So I'll have more information on that later if you want to buy just the kit, just to get you going on the explosion box. They will not have any papers in the kits. They will just have the envelopes to get you started. And this will be a couple of videos because YouTube has a limit and I don't want to go over. So basically today we'll just be going over the supplies. Now I cut a sample here. This is your base, and you'll need whatever you're going to use for your base. Now I'm going to use 8 1/2 by 11 blue cardstock, and I will give you a couple of those, and I'll give you a couple of blue and a couple of red, and whoever the winner is today. And I just colored these to show you basically what the base is going to be like. So for your first, the third layer, which is the last layer that you'll work on, with the coin envelopes, you're going to cut a piece of square that's 3 1/4 inches, and then you're going to score it at 1/2 inch all the way around. And this is going to be the base for the coin envelopes. Then this middle layer is you're going to need a base that's 4 1/2 inches square, and you're going to score it 1/2 inches all the way around. And the last base, 5 1/8 inches square, and then you're going to score it at 1/2 inch all the way around. So basically this is what the bottom is going to look like before you attach. I only colored it so you can see the differences in the... So this is what you'll have right here, the basic base. Now what I'm going to do is, I like mine kind of full. Now if you don't have the Stampin' Up!, this is for the Stampin' Up! Envelope. This is your 4 1/2 inch square. If you don't have the Stampin' Up! Envelope, you'll be using the regular envelopes. You'll need a square that's 4 or 5 inches and scored at 1/2 inch around, and then this is what it'll look like when you use your regular envelopes if you're going to go out and get your own. So this is what the base will look like using your coin envelopes, your regular envelopes, and your number 10. Now the only reason why there's 3 layers is because both number 10s are going to be attached to this base here. So you're going to have the outside number 10 envelope on the outside and the policy on the inside, or your regular. So that's the supplies you're going to need for that. Now also, I am going to, on mine personally, I'm going to make it 4 layers. And just so I can show you real quick, I'm going to use the regular envelopes for mine, and I'm just going to trim them down. I'm going to use a 4-inch square, scored it 1/2 inch all the way around, and my base for my explosion box is going to be 4 layers. And basically this is what the bottom, this is what it's going to look like. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be on my explosion box. Yours, if you used all the regular envelopes, again, yours is going to be like. Now if you can't get a hold of envelopes, Laura Dennison at Following the Paper Trail has a video on how to make the explosion box using cardstock for your pockets instead of envelopes. And I won't be doing that. So if you need that, you can go to her video and she'll show you how to cut all those out. The flaps, I want my little flaps to be like shiny. So I'm going to, I found some scraps that I had, not this one in particular, but I want to cover the inside of the 2 layers of the envelopes that are smaller with a shiny tab on the inside. And I'll be using those. And what I used is I also do quilling and paper folding. And what I have in my stash are these. You can pick up these papers that are like the origami. Yeah, 100 colors of origami. This is at Michael's. I don't know, Walmart does not have these, I don't think. And they have all different colors. And because they're limited on the shiny pieces, they don't come with too many, like 1 of each color. I'm going to give you, I think I have 2 blue and 2 red that I'm going to put in to whoever wins the drawing. So those are just the little tissue origami papers that I'll be putting in for the inside of the flaps rather than the cardstock. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, so what you're going to do is on your number 10 envelopes, 4 of them, you're going to seal your envelopes up. I'm going to close that off. And then you were just going to take an itty bitty piece off each edge. So as little as you can get on here without having it rip your envelope. You're just going to take like a little sliver off, just an itty bit off. So let me make sure on both ends. So seal it up however way you want, and then just take a little bitty off. See, just a little bit. Can you see that? That's it. And that's what you're going to do to all your envelopes. So you're going to do that to your 4 envelopes, seal it, and cut a little bit off. And that's it. Open end policy, where the flap is, you're going to leave that open. Do not seal it. You're going to go to the closed end, and you're just going to take however close you can get. Just take a little bit off, and then you'll have an end open. On your Stampin' Up! Envelope, leave the open end alone, don't seal it. Go to the bottom, take another little sliver off so that you have an open bottom. The coin envelope you're not going to do anything with. You're going to leave those alone. And I've already pre-cut all my papers to fit. I'll have all the measurements later. But I've already pre-cut what I wanted and chose the papers just to make the video smaller. Now if you're using the regular regular envelopes, you're going to seal these up. If you have them with whatever glue you have, I buy the self-stick because I don't lick the adhesive one. They taste awful. And then you're going to, again, as close to that cutting edge without ripping it up, ripping it or tearing it. You're going to cut just a little bit off of each end. Just like that. And that's all you're going to need. And then, after you get all those, what I'm going to do is go in and score all these. And actually, I'm not going to score all of them. I'm just going to tell you which ones to score, and then you'll know what to do. You can always pause and replay, but because we're so limited, I don't want to bore you with sitting here doing everything. So after you trim all of these, you're going to go in and take your first number 10 envelope that you sealed up, and just any end you 6.5. So you score this one at 6.5, and then fold the end up. And you're going to score at 3 inches from the bottom of your open-end policy, and you're going to fold this one, fold this towards the flap like that. This one doesn't matter because they're both end open, so you're going to score 6.5 inches down. And then you have, and these two are going to seal together like this eventually. So this is going to be the front of the box, and this is going to be the inside of your explosion box. So that's going to be the first layer. Envelope, using the Stampin' Up! Envelope, you're going to go 2 inches from the bottom. This is your flap. And go 2 inches from the bottom, and then you're going to fold towards the flap. So that's your, do that 4 times with those, and that's going to be your middle tier. So 1, 2. If you're using the regular envelopes, you're going to score this at 1.5. So instead of, this is your inside first layer. If you're using the Stampin' Up!, this will be your second. If you're not, you're using regular envelopes, this will be your second. The coin envelopes you don't do. So I'll see you in a little bit for video number 2. Thank you for being with me to watch me make a 4th of July anniversary mini album explosion box. How's that for a mouthful? Take care. God bless.